Yo, it's your boy Dean.
Tim.
Duran.
And this is the D3AN'S Office. Thank y'all for locking in, listening, sharing, all the good stuff. Make sure you go to our page, YouTube page, you comment, you like, you subscribe, and we appreciate all the support that you continue to give us.
Yeah, man. Really do appreciate it.
Cause we trying. We working.
We work. We try to get y'all episode every week, even when we have to sacrifice. You know what I mean? Right now, it's midnight and we recording. So we out here, baby.
Hey, you know. Speaking of that, midnight. You think our minds operate the same at midnight as it does in the morning? Like, what do you think is like the best time to record?
We will find out after we see the podcast.
After this one,
yeah.
Because I always wonder, right? Because morning, I'm a morning person. Can't be a night person. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll find out now.
We'll find out.
Yeah, they keep holding us down. I got you. So for this episode, we got a fun one. They've been talking about it for the past week or two. It got ramped up. Baby. So, it got cranked up over the last million. Over the last 2 weeks. Everybody was talking about, so we about to talk about it with y'all. Fun one. Y'all lock in. Let's go.
World, you're needed in the dean's office.
Like I was saying, it was a fun one. It had the whole country buzzing, had everybody talking, wishing. And it's the mega million. It got up to what, 1.3 billion?
1.3 billion. 1.3 billion of them things.
1.3 billion. Everybody, when you get that, we even had celebrities
that bought tickets.
I mean, bought like $1,000 worth of tickets.
They selfish, dog.
And they was getting mad at them.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not everybody, listen, people have a certain amount of money, but you want more. Don't get them mad because, hey, they worth hundreds of millions of dollars already. Well, we can't fault them for going out there to get more money.
But
right?
Let me ask you a question though. Can someone have too much money? Are you obligated if you have money, right? Say like
Elon Musk.
No, what's the other one?
Bill Gates.
Jeff
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. He got that money. Like for you to say you worth $100 billion, right? Are you don't think you obligated?
Yes.
No.
To help?
Yes. And
when I mean help, I don't mean yes. Like you take a $2 million and put it in the fund. I'm like, dang, you know how much people or crisis you can end with just turning in $10 billion?
I'll give you an example. So Elon Musk was going to make some type of outrageous purchase in
the Twitter one?
No, aside from the Twitter one. So it was something that he was spending his money on. And I don't know who it was, the World Health Organization, I think it was, challenged him and said, you could have did such and such.
I think it was and homelessness, I think.
Yeah. And he said, if y'all give me a detailed plan on how to end it, I would donate to y'all $10 million or give y'all $10 million in stocks or something crazy like whatever he said. And they wasn't able to produce it, or they did do it and he just didn't do it. I think if you're rich, you have the obligation to help people. Yes. Morally, you're obligated to. Technically, no.
Okay, just get that right.
Morally, you should.
Right.
See, but that's what I'm saying. I think you get at a point. I'm not saying someone that makes $30 million is obligated. But when you have an absorbable amount of money, like if you Jeff Bezos, how you say Bezos, and you got $100 billion, it's crazy to think now. But again, we got to also remember too, that's not liquid. You know what I'm saying? But I still think that you're like I don't know how I'll be when I'm rich, or if I ever become that rich, I might be the same way because I work hard for my money and I feel like I don't want to give it away. But I wouldn't feel right when I'm like, I know it's people I can help. Like even for us, like right now, if I win money, I won't feel right just giving y'all just enough to. I would want you on the same level. Like, what's the point of me having the money? And then I'm talking about let's go to Hawaii, and y'all be like, man, let me see what I can do.
No, you would pay for us.
No, but
I'd be okay with that.
I get what he said. But I get what he said. But
I
you
assume anywhere you say tour, let's go, you're paying for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
But I just think, right. I know we say it's obligated. We do all this other stuff. In their mind, their mentality is saying, I work hard to get this money. Right? The same way I worked hard to get this money, those
But they scheme too, though.
It doesn't matter how I got the money.
Yeah, it does. If you scheme people.
No, listen. The objective in this world is trying to be as wealthy as possible, right? And they don't want to be poor.
Is it not, though?
Nobody want to be poor. You want to be poor?
Nah, I don't. But it's not to be as wealthy as possible.
But
I think after a certain point, your wealth level. Once you pass a certain wealth level, that can't be your
you.
It's for you, but
because
listen.
it never goes home. Because think about it. When you, let's say you are rich. Let's say you do win Mega Millions and you move into a rich neighborhood. Let's say you maybe not even Mega Millions. Let's say you win 10 million, 20 million, you move into a neighborhood, you're around rich people. You see all the stuff they got. And what if you're not the richest person in the neighborhood?
But if I'm Jeff Bezos, I am the neighborhood. That's what I'm, because that's what I mean. I don't mean some, because I can understand, because you can lose 50 million. You can lose probably 100, right? But when you in the 100 billion, you know what you would literally have to take a Howard the Duck. Remember the man?
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. Like how he had a vault with his money, he was swimming in it, which was unrealistic. How could you swim in them coins? But anyway, that's a different topic.
It was cartoons for us. But anything possible with cartoons.
But it's like you literally have to hook a hose up to that and just drop and pour money to get rid of that 100 billion. Like that's what I'm saying. You at a level to where losing, like you just giving money is not impactful. I'm like he signed when he divorced. I think she got like what 20 billion or something. He just signed it with no argument.
But look, I'm gonna tell you a perfect example. Even the ones who are not rich, but they're in control of what we're doing, the politicians, right? Think about them. They don't do anything to help the poor people. When they policy,
that's a very broad, general statement to say.
They don't help us.
What do you mean?
How do they help us?
That's not a good statement.
Okay, tell me how they help us. Most of the policies they put in place. Most of the policies they put in place is not really for us.
You don't think
when it comes to tax breaks, who is that for?
Depends on what.
What's the tax breaks? Who's that for?
So it depends on what. That's a very deep hole to go down because it depends on who you're talking to. Because if you're talking to a Republican, they're saying that you need.
Now you about to make a broad statement.
I'm not. No, I'm telling you the logic. I'm using that specific point. When it comes to tax breaks, Republicans believe you should give businesses, richer people, the tax break so that
to do what?
I'm gonna tell you.
To do what? I'm just saying, to do what? Go ahead.
Calm down, Jesus. No, I'm saying. So what they're saying is that you give the richer people the tax breaks and the companies the tax breaks so they can pay employees more. Is what they're supposed to do.
But it doesn't happen.
We don't know.
It doesn't happen.
When you
what do you mean you doesn't know? How many people are walking out on their jobs right now talking about you're not getting paid enough money?
That's because inflation caught up with.
Wow, that's what it is. That's what you're gonna go with.
Yeah, but listen, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So it depends if you're talking to a Republican that you got. If you tax the companies and you tax them, it's just that okay. If you tax me this much, I can only afford to pay you this much because I got to pay this much taxes. That's what their logic is. Tax the rich so they can create jobs, or don't tax them so they can create jobs. Is what the logic is. If you talk to a Democrat, they're saying just give the money directly to the poor people. Don't put it in the hands of the rich people.
Let's not say poor people. They're less fortunate.
Man, their eyes be poor too. I don't care.
But go ahead, I got you.
I mean, that's why I say it's a loaded question of whether or not
it's not loaded.
It's a very loaded question. People try to do things in order to help people. For example.
So that goes back to saying what you're saying before. You say if somebody has a lot amount of money, they're obligated, right, to help other people.
Yes.
Shouldn't these people who's in there should be obligated to help those less fortunate than us, these Republicans and these people?
I think everyone has an obligation, even us. So let me tell you
No,
something.
so you're gonna lump everybody in the same thing.
Yes.
You're not gonna answer the question for these people who not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
No. Don't twist my words. You said that the senators aren't doing anything for us. I won't make a broad statement like that.
Okay.
What I will make a statement say that every single human on this earth has an obligation to help somebody that's less fortunate than you. We'll have a better world if they did. Even us, in our very, I won't call it limited income, but humble income, we should be doing something to help our community, which we do. We donate our free time to coach kids. That's time is money. You know what I'm saying? We could be in the back of the house like we used to, working out. We sacrificing our health. We getting stressed out. I'm serious. Like, you can donate other things more than money.
I know that.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, every person in any position, what you can do, you should donate time to help the community. You want to help whatever section that you in. You should, if it's money, throw some money at it. If it's time, throw some time at it. Even a regular Joe person, you should be doing something. You should never go through life without saying that you've helped someone less fortunate.
But that's what I'm going back to saying. You said they should be obligated.
Yes.
They should not be. It goes back to it's morally.
I think
if you ask me, I think it should be written in the Constitution that once you get a certain amount of money.
So you're gonna tell these people
you can't make
CEOs and
you can't make no more.
You can't make no more money.
You gotta you cap out.
Man, that's crazy.
You trying. What is the word for dictatorship? What's the word?
It's
So
dictatorship.
you trying to make it a socialist country when you do that?
Yeah, because you want everybody to be equal.
No, you still
It is.
Hold on, not because if I cap you at 100 billion, that don't mean you gonna make 100 billion, bro. You probably
You're stopping me from getting more money.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You're not, because I'm capped. You're never gonna get to 100 billion.
What I'm saying,
you're never gonna get to 100 billion.
I'm speaking from the 100 billion parts.
No, he got it. You don't.
Yeah, but I would say I'm with you, Tavares. So I'm going to say it a little bit more practical. I do think the tax breaks, as you go up, they need to investigate. For example, I don't know how true this is. I heard Trump buried his wife on his golf course
to
claim it as a cemetery, so he won't have to pay taxes on it.
It's called loopholes, my friend.
So, yeah,
I seen he buried her there, but I didn't know the purpose of it.
That's why he did it. So basically, once she's there, it's a like the Jewish cemeteries and all these cemeteries, all that land, they don't have to pay property taxes on it because
that's not. You sure? Because you sure you throwing? Because you might be throwing dirt on this man's name.
I'm definitely not.
You got it on TikTok? Because TikTok tend to be true.
It was on. If this is TikTok, Twitter right under it.
And I can agree with some because there's a lot of stuff that goes back to saying how he has his money and what he do to leverage him not paying taxes on all the money that he spent. Mm-hmm. And he talks about it everywhere. He finds ways to make a loophole in it. I don't know if he's smart enough. I'm not saying he's smart enough, but he have people around him are smart enough to know, hey, you can do this, this, and this without paying money and still make a lot of money.
Didn't the man brag at one point saying that he didn't pay taxes in 2017?
Yeah.
Because he made a deal with the IRS that he's going to pay future taxes, and based on that, on all the leverages and things like that. So rich people, like, that's the part that I think needs to be cut out. Like, you need to get back, like, you living in the U.S., you being on this land afforded you the ability to amass that amount of wealth. Give back to that same place by
I think what their hang up on it is that a lot of the companies gonna move out the country.
Yep, and
that's why they tax them.
Go outside and pay the people outside less cheaper than what they have to pay the United States.
Yeah, I mean they do that now. Don't matter. So make a law to where you can't do it. So you got to restrict it to what it.
But then once again, you're not gonna be following the Republicans' views.
What do you mean?
They don't want that to happen.
They don't want what to happen?
They don't want companies to leave here to come back to do that. So they're not gonna put regulations and stuff on companies to do that to them.
But
because as soon as you put regulations on a company, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna go leave and go somewhere else. As soon as you tell them you pay taxes I'm gonna make you pay more taxes for this and pour back into the community that's what you with.
I feel like we about to start to discuss something a little bit over our head.
but I'm saying
it's the truth.
No, but here,
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure somebody looking at this thing saying, "Look at these idiots."
No.
So I just don't want us to go let the water get too deep.
yeah, no, I'm not. I'm gonna just say this and leave it alone. I work with
Rich people.
I do work with rich people, but outsourcing, going to the Philippines, have offices in India, Puerto Rico.
So y'all got sweatshops?
So I've been there. It's not a sweatshop. Like
It's close to a sweatshop.
a little knowledge. Call centers in the Philippines, in India, is like almost like being a doctor over there. Like they look at them people like, oh, you made it in life.
For real?
Yeah. So just FYI, they're not a sweatshop. Like they're the ones driving cars and whatever the case may be. But I'm saying I work with that, and then just remember, not everybody in the U.S. want to work with something that's foreign, and also sometimes lessening the price is not worth lessening the quality. Because when you speak, you ever called an IT person and they from India or
You
Philippines,
can't understand nothing.
and you're like, oh, please shut that down now. please."
But I understand.
What was that, dog?
Please. I wanna.
What?
Yes, we get your point. We get your point.
What was that, bro?
So I use
it's too late, bro. You offended everybody, dog.
I use a general one, so you don't know where that shot was at. So
Where area it came from. We appreciate
the shoe don't fit, don't wear it.
Oh my goodness, bro.
But yeah, so don't lessen the quality. But anyway, like I said, winning $1 billion obligates you to give back to your community. Because if I won $1 billion,
tell us what you do if you want $1 billion.
Yeah, so
explain that.
Three
break that
things.
down.
Three things. What would you do with the money?
so
Look here, about to lie. Say he gonna give it to people. That boy gonna be like, boy, I'm gonna give him back $1.
No, but for real, I'll get me an attorney. I'll get me an accountant, a finance person, or if I have to work with like an organization to help me handle large sums of money. I'm pretty sure by now somebody has been creative enough to create a company that gives you that type of guidance. I'm assuming you can just research it. They just said I've come up on, like, you don't have to say the amount. I've come up on a large sum of money. What do I need to do with it, and they'll help you manage it. I'm pretty sure.
What you mean? You talking like you secretive? You about to entrust them with your money? So.
Yeah, but before I know what it is, I want to get to know them first and tell me how they're gonna help me. I'm not gonna go and I find out is somebody from Opalaka running the company. You get what I'm saying? Before
You're trying to say Opalaka people can't run the company. Go ahead. Go ahead, Scribble. Let's go ahead.
There you go. That guy white, so he must know what he doing. He from Opalaka here. There's no way.
All right, if it's somebody who doesn't have experience with money running it, so I want them to be able to talk me through how they'll be able to help me. Okay. They got to give me a.
But you could do that. But that what?
Yeah, but they gonna do that without knowing because I don't want them to fake the funk. You know what I mean? I might even give them an amount. I'm like, it's gonna be 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 100 grand. I came up on 100 grand. How can you help me? And I want to see what the customer service and the vibe is. And if it's not right, I'm like, okay, bye. And they just missed out on $700 million or whatever it is after taxes. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I'll do. Once I had that established, I'll sit down and financially plan on investments and, what can I accrue the most money in my investments. What can be like sort of a leisure fund, my plan on what I want to give to family, so on and so forth.
How much you giving the family?
It depends on what me, my wife, my attorney, and my company.
So let me ask you.
Yes.
So you're the ticket holder. You went to go buy the ticket.
Yes.
You splitting it 50-50 with Kate?
Yeah, that's her money. That's our money.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no question.
Okay.
Ain't no question.
So you ain't gonna think twice about it?
I ain't gonna think twice. No. I won't up and leave. I won't go get some milk and never come back. Nah.
I don't mean leave. I'm just saying when you go talk to your lawyer, you be like, how can I?
No.
I got you.
We'll both, like, for large sums, like for certain money, both of us got to be there to sign it off on it. Like if it's a large sum of money. to give whatever. And then we'll sit down, bust it down to who our closer family is and how much we think we could give each person, whatever the case may be. And we'll set it up that way. Like, to me, and then obviously church too. Church,
so let me ask the question again. So her siblings amount to your siblings?
What do you mean?
So meaning if whatever her siblings.
So what do you want? So hold on. So what you saying? Give y'all 10 million and give her siblings 2 million? How would that rock?
About 10 of them though.
What do you mean about 10 of them?
She got a lot of siblings.
That's 6.
You got 3. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is our number gonna be our number. Meaning, hear what I mean. So if she got 6, you got 3. That's a total of 9 siblings, right? I don't think it's fair that you divide the money by 9 siblings. I think you need to give us a little more.
Crazy. Your wife got a lot of siblings. What do you think, Timmy?
I already have it in mind if I had to do it and all this other stuff.
So
everybody get the same thing, right?
I think about the same amount.
Yeah.
So
how many siblings Mel got?
Mel got 6. So
all her siblings ain't getting the same thing?
No. No. Hey, that's unfair to y'all.
What? I don't look at it that. So here's my
So
view.
you want me to so now I gotta bust down. You bust down 9 people gotta bust down the money I had to give rather than you break it. It's a lot of y'all.
That's what happened. We got married. Her family became mine. That's my brother. That's no longer that we're family now. What I'm gonna say? Because I'm closer to to whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you start chopping down the siblings like for male siblings, like that one I kind of know, that one I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain to them like, I know that when we be around, we cool. Nah, I think that's unfair to us, though.
We'll bust it down.
I think Cake would agree too.
But we'll bust it down, and then what it'll be for the extended people. You may not get invited on all the trips that we go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you was gonna take us to Hawaii and all this other stuff on your dime?
Yeah, that
might be different. The feeling, it might be a little bit different. I don't know. I can't even say that. Like, that's how I'm gonna bust it down. Like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna bust it down. I'm gonna bust it down even.
But what you got?
I mean, mine's a little put together. If I think about it all the time. Coming to any type of money, so I was thinking between 20 to 25%. That's for me to just give away. Family, church.
Okay, let me.
Gonna be mad because
I know.
So I'm ask you that too. That 20%. So you saying
20 to 25%.
You saying your family have to split that with the church and the organization, all that too?
Tavares, if you do 700 million times 25%, that is about $160 million. So you're trying to tell me
how much money are you expecting?
No, that's what I'm saying. Think about it. I'm giving away $160 million to people, right? How much money do you think I'm giving my family?
How much money do you want out of the How much money do you want? Hold on. Let's ask that question.
Yeah.
How much money do you want out of the $750 million?
Listen, and I'm going to tell you like this. If you telling me whatever you say your giveaway number is, right? Hold on. I'm going to tell you. I'm breaking it down to you because this is what I mean. If you telling me, I said to myself, I'm only gonna give away $100 million out of the $700 million. I'm only gonna give $100 million away, and I'm gonna break it down. I got with your sibling, that's $10 million per person because it's 10 of us or 9 of us. We're just gonna round it to 10, so everybody gonna get $10 million, right? What I'm saying is, I want 11. I want you know how when a quarterback signed a deal, you got 25 million, you got 26 million. I want 26.5 so I can be the highest. Yes, whatever when he go to those organizations, he not giving, if he gonna bust it down where it's 10 million per person, he need to take some of the money from the church or whatever you was gonna do with it.
How are you gonna explain that? How are you gonna explain that to my mom?
What you mean?
How are you going to explain that to Melody's mom that some of her kids didn't get all the money that she's supposed to?
Because she ain't going to know.
Them people could be like,
Yeah, they gonna be like this because they gonna be like, oh, I got 6-8 million. I'm like, nah, I gave everybody 10. I don't know what they did with the money.
So you lie.
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
That's whatever. But honestly, I would think about 20 to 25%, depending if I have to do more. Invest in the community. Give to my old school, Carroll City Elementary, Lake Stevens Middle, Carroll City High, FIU, all the other universities I do. Create scholarships from the upper round program. Just do different things. Create a little center within there to help the church out, to help get the church get my money back as much as possible. Yeah.
Let me tap in there. So church, we cover family, and how Tavares want it to be tears. What about church? So church getting $70 million? Give it 700 million?
For me, I would give 70 million.
I probably would too because
I'm a good tither.
My mentality has always been 10% and above.
So
whatever it is,
pretty good
I
tither.
always do that regardless because I don't see that money as mine anyway. Like even when I get paid 10% off the top bump, I don't even count that into my bills, spending, and whatnot, the income and all this other stuff. That's automatically gone. So I'm gonna have that same mentality when I. I'm gonna tell you too. When I was a peer a little minute ago. I started when I was working at Target, and then once I started working where I'm at now, beginning because you don't make much money, but I started tithing, like, because at first I tithe one day, but I gotta pay for this, so I was consistently tithing. Well, it was giving up that 10%. I was giving up that 10%, but it was taken out of, I wasn't making much money then or whatever back then. But I was taking it. But I noticed without me, like every year for the past 12 years or however long I've been working at this place, I noticed when I've been tithing consistently like that, I have my income has increased.
Yeah, it's called annual evaluation.
No. But see, yeah, you say that, but see, and that's why at first, that's why you would think somebody tell you that, you like, yeah, you work at a job, they supposed to give you more, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. In the first beginning, because it's social work. It was not, you was not given. It was okay, we'll give you a bonus, right? Because there's a difference between getting a bonus and you getting a pay increase, right? So 1 year we'll get a bonus. We won't get no increase. We'll go a year or two without no increase. But something will happen where they emailed me and told me I have $1,900 in this account, whatever, I can take it. That was money I didn't even, you get what I'm saying? Like every year it was enough to, you get what I'm saying, increase to even over the last couple of years where I went a little bit more with the tithing, where like my income went triple or you get what I'm saying, more or whatever. So I think me knowing that I have that testimony, I would give the 70 million.
Okay.
And I would give the 7 million be done. Just to know. Meaning like say I gave it on July 10th. Yeah, they ain't gonna see nothing no more for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Now unless I go do some investing or do something that while, but ain't getting. That's it. I'm done. Nah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, nobody have nothing. Like you can't put amount of money what you're supposed to give to the church. That's up to you.
Yeah, I heard. As long as you're happy, right?
You give cheerfully. Okay. That's what they ask you to do, and they also tell you reap what you sow. Right? So you put in more, you're supposed to get more. Put in less, you're gonna get less. So it all depends on, you give on based on your heart and what you feel at that time. Right?
Do you think giving and tithing is a thing to where you're trying to increase currency, or they're just trying to keep you humble?
For me, giving and put is to pay.
Because God don't need money.
No, he don't. But what I'm saying is,
so what do you think?
Because to run his.
No, it's for me. It's like saying thank you for this job that I got. Thank you for this bills and everything. So in order for me to give it back, think about it, giving back. It's I'm pouring into his house, which is supposed to be the church, and that's what I'm giving back: time, talents, or whatever it is, my treasure. That's what I'm pouring back into it. So I don't think it's obligated or whatever. I'm just feel like it's a way for me to give back to him, even though he don't need it, and it's his anyway.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so for the common listener who don't, for someone who probably don't go to church or whatever, listen to church or don't go to Bible or whatever, what would you say the purpose of being like? Is that the only way that you can pour in and say thank you? It's financial. So because why is it?
No,
why is it financial?
That's what I said.
Okay,
That's what I said from yours. You're supposed to give the church your time, your talent, and your treasure. Your time is what you put into it to do all of it. Your talent is what you know you're good at. If I know that I'm good at whatever, being painting, or being in a play, or I'm gonna help you park your car, or I'm doing this, I'm putting that in. So I'm still giving the church back that. Now when it comes to the treasure, I'm doing it because God has blessed me to the point where I am now. So why not give him some of that, or give it towards the church, who I feel is going to do the betterment of the people who comes in the church.
So you're saying tithing is to support the church, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Simply, I don't. I'm not. I'm working on the talent in the what it is? What you said?
Time and talent.
Time and
You're on
talent.
the play ministries. It's been COVID, been shut.
Yeah,
down.
you right.
For the past 3 years.
I am in the play ministry. You right. So I do give my time.
Yeah, they shut you down. You know what I'm saying?
You right.
You in the young adults group.
Yeah.
So,
I do we listen to the I be reading the text. I mean the group chat messages. So do that count, right? That count when
counts.
I read.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell us, what would you do if you were on the money?
Yeah,
me?
come on, you the last one. You the last one. I
All right, so I already got it, but I already got it down, right? I would actually.
And if you're Melanie siblings, please don't listen to this.
Nah,
you're not a part of the plan.
Nah, don't. You right, but what I actually would do is, so if I got the 700 million, because I already know I wouldn't need all that to live anyway. But what I would give y'all a larger amount. You during what you call it? Y'all would get a larger amount, but I would put stipulation on Dira, but that's a whole nother.
But I do want to add. I do want to add for all of us. I do want to throw this out there. Just like I know all of us have ideas. I think I didn't forget that I was going to put up a financial literacy class together for everybody to show you how to spend that money that I'm going to give you, so you'll be able to not only go in debt but be able to increase on that part. I just forgot to mention that part. Give you a class before I give you the money.
Go ahead, T.
Nah, so what I would generally do. So what I would do is I would give you a certain amount of money. See, but then the money comes with y'all will have stipulation as well, because my value is not the money. My value is the time that the money gonna give me, right? So meaning, yeah, when you could.
Keep on going. I'm listening.
Okay, so what I'm gonna require is, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the money because that's what y'all want, but I'm gonna require the time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a community. Y'all gonna have to stay there. I'm gonna have the stipulation once a month. We're gonna have to have an event together. But if it's a birthday fall in that month and we all hang out that month, we're gonna do that. And then three to 4 times out of the year, we're gonna all have to have a family vacation somewhere. We require y'all time. Other than that, as long as you follow that, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. If you lose your money, you flip your money, you do whatever. I would give you, like he said, a financial advisor to kind of guide you, and you don't have to. You just have to sit and listen to what he said. You don't have to stick with that person, and you go from there. But other than that, the only restriction is just your time, because I feel like if you give all those people that money, they gonna just go and do their own thing. But I would want your time, because I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I gave you the opportunity to.
So you forcing us to quit our job?
Nah, you don't. You can if you want to keep working, but just as long as you know when the 15 come and we supposed to be doing this, you better be there. You understand what I'm saying? You could however you choose to do your life, you just know, because again, I'm not asking you to always be around me. I'm saying once a month. I'm saying 4 times out of the year. You know what I'm saying? Out of 365 days, I'm asking for probably 15 days. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's not asking for much. It's just, being around family, whatever. So I think that what I would do. And again, I know people gonna be mad. Yes, I'm gonna give people based on how much I like you. Like, I have friends that I'm closer with than I have cousins. Some certain cousins, right? I have certain cousins that I'm closer to certain cousins. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like my brothers, like y'all already know.
Y'all got friends like that y'all give them money to?
No, but that's
I didn't even thought about it.
I do though. See, but I
have some people.
I have friends like even that. I mean, 3 come to mind. You know what I'm saying? It's
It won't be as much, but it'll be something.
it'll be three. It's three.
something.
It's three dudes that come to mind that's not related to me. I see them. They probably would skip the line ahead of some cousins. You know what I'm saying? Because I see them that way. I see them as brothers or whatever. So I'm fine with letting people know it ain't no equal here. Just like how we doing football. Everybody can't. Your kid can't get in every game. We trying to win too. When we go to practice and he not playing good and this guy playing good, he gonna play more. That's just how life is. Same thing I'm gonna do. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. We got nine siblings to bust down, but how many siblings I hang around? The ones I hang around gonna get the money. The ones I really don't, I look out for them, and cause you already got, you good because that's your peoples. But yeah, it's gonna be based on how I care for y'all. That's how it's gonna go. And then I'm just gonna, I wouldn't even call in to work. I wouldn't even give them 2 weeks.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't even give them an hour. I just would stop.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And I'll change my phone number and everything, so they couldn't even locate me.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, but for me, I guess sort of to kind of wrap it up, I think the one message I think I want to get out of this, if there is anything about talking about the Lotto, this message in it, the one thing I would say is what you do with a little is what you would do with a lot. And just like how you guys said, y'all practice tithing, like how we practice coach, like we coach, we give back to the community. I challenge people to do now what you say you would do if you had millions, just in a smaller capacity. You know what I mean? Just so, because when you do get the millions, all that might go out the window. You might see that number. It's easy to say, theoretically, I'm going to give away 140 million, but when it's time for you to sign the paper and actually do it, something may happen or whatever the case may be.
And you gotta, to get that certain amount of money, you still gotta pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
I do. So for those one who like, well, you got to. I know it's only so much you can give a person. We just saying hypothetically, if we can give money, what would it be?
Yeah. So my thing is, just do what you can do now, and I still stand by that law. Everybody's obligated to help somebody that's less fortunate than you. It don't take millions. It don't even take thousands. It don't even take hundreds. Just donate time.
Yeah, that boy's still hot by that.
Now, I would think to take out of this, why they tell you to go into playing Lotto is to help the less fortunate, to give scholarships for the people, right? That's what they tell you to help. That's what the money go towards. I'm looking at it. I looked at the qualifications to get into the Florida Bright Future Scholarship. Mm-hmm. You have to have a certain GPA, 3.5. You got to have a certain test scores, 1330 SAT, 29 on the ACT, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'm looking at the cities that we live in. The average SAT score is 1,900. The average ACT score, 1920, right? Who are we really trying to invest in? That's my problem, right? It's great that you're trying to help out so many people, but the people who really need this money for scholarship, I don't think they're getting it. Because why? They don't have the funds to go out there, or the funds and resources to go out there to help somebody take this test, to prepare them for that test. They're in schools that's not teaching them well, right, to do those things. So for me, if we can talk to the people in politics, to the people that's supposed to be looking out for us, make the Florida Bright Future accessible to everybody, right? Because who plays the Lotto the most?
Yeah.
Poor people. Yeah. So shouldn't those people pour it back into the people?
Yeah. Just as a small rebuttal, I know that could be his own topic, but someone may tell you that there's already opportunities out there by way of Pell Grants. And so
I understand that, but you're not getting what I'm saying.
I know, I get what you're saying.
Florida, this is for Florida residents.
Yeah.
These are for Florida individuals.
Nah, ain't no pushback, because basically what they're saying, if you're telling me we're going to put in this pot for people to have access to schools, but you limited it only to the rich people and the poor people that want to pay for it, you kind of eliminate the purpose of it.
And on top of that, most Pell Grant don't pay for everything.
Yeah.
You still got to pay for housing. Still got to pay for tuition.
Well,
still got to pay for all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, even though we got Pell Grant from the government, this Florida Bright Future was set up to help Florida residents. But how many Florida residents are really getting help from this?
Yeah.
You understand? But that's my only thing. Continue playing the Lotto, but if you want to find other ways to put your money into health scholarships, find different companies to put your money in to get those scholarships to these young people.
Amen.
Okay. Mine's gonna be short and quick. My thing is, if you do win the Lotto, it's okay to give money to people based on how much you really care about them. Don't care what they say. I spend more time, like you just stated, what you would do with a little, what you would do with a lot. I mean, when I had a little, just who rock with me. When I got a lot, these people gonna rock with me. You're gonna get rewarded. So what I say is, it's okay. The ones you cool with, they get a little more. Not saying don't help the rest. They get a little more. All right. Yeah. And so good luck to those who gonna continue to play the lotto. Because I think the mega minimum dropped to 20.
Yeah, so hopefully, once somebody wins, it goes right back down to
so
$20 million.
So they can build it back up, and this time I'll actually play because I didn't play.
I think that's what I know. I see it most of the time. I was like, man, I wish, and then all of a sudden,
that's crazy too. I wish too. I be wishing with knowing I ain't played. Like I wake up and be like this. Did I? Yeah, but you ain't play.
We gotta go in a gas station. I don't even like to go and order gas in the gas station.
Yeah,
that's
too much. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
That $2 might turn into $20 million. You don't know.
You're right.
But hey, that's what.
Oh, and the key is to play the same number over. Repetitively. Don't change the numbers. That's just
That's what they told you.
Yeah, just keep doing it. Hopefully you lock in. It's gonna fall one time.
Okay, I'm gonna try that one day.
All right. So again, I want to thank y'all for supporting, listening. Go to the page, comment, like, do all that, and as well, tell us give us 3 things what you would do if you won the lotto. Just talk to us. Let us know what you would do. All right. This your boy Dean.
Tim.
Taram.
Listening to the Dean's Office. Yo.